Arno. Assistant coaches Kenneth Miller, Sam Hyman, Joe Avina, Matt Ansel, Dave Hancock, William Mellett, Jim McKeon, Donald Cassett, Donald Dayon, and Ron Thornburg.
Coach, what are you looking for here if you're Pachkowski? You're 3rd and 17, deep in your own territory. Protect the ball more important than trying to get the first down?
You want to establish some rhythm, protect the football here. You want to get Tony Scott his first completion of the day.
I mean, realistically, how many 3rd and 17s do you have in your playbook? Scott with the snap, rolls out, throws the ball deep downfield, has a man. Overthrown, out of bounds, looking for number 9, Tayu Badru.
You know, Warriors took a shot there, and I don't hate where Tony Scott put that football. He put it where either his receiver could make a play or no one could make a play. So all in all, not a bad play for the Warriors, and now we're going to see them punt.
It looked like assistant coach Matt Young had the best chance at that football. Would have been Matt's first reception since his tight end days in Princeton High School.
Westfield again looking like they're going to bring the house.
Conte takes the snap, floating snap at the goal line, gets the ball away, end over end kick, and it is hitting down out of bounds at the 38-yard line of Franklin.
Westfield bringing pressure on those punts. It's a matter of time before they get to them. The Warriors are going to need to do something different with their blocking scheme.
Tayu Badru downing the ball for Franklin. He has been everywhere tonight for the Warriors.
Yeah, Badru is a playmaker. He has been since his sophomore year for this varsity team. He's got speed. He's got hands. He is the whole package as a playmaker for the Warriors.
Westfield comes on 1st and 10 from their 37-yard line. This is a key sequence for the Warriors. They've held on so far, keeping the score 7-0. And almost, if they can keep the score of this game this close, they have to feel confidence growing that they can be in this game. Shapiro from the shotgun, hands off to Allegro. Allegro hits the line hard, pulls downfield, a gain to the 30-yard line. Tackled again by number 2, Claiborne Fields.
You can see Westfield's interior linemen, center, guards, opening up holes in the middle of that Franklin line. They're going to have to squeeze those gaps and make tackles on first contact if they're going to stop Westfield's offense.
2nd down, Shapiro taking the signals from the sideline. 2nd and 4 on the 31-yard line. Line comes set, the ball is snapped. He drops back, passes away. It is complete to the far sideline, and a juke, and the number 88 is down at the 9-yard line. Number 80 for Emmett Smith. Making up for the drop earlier with a big gain pickup for Westfield, driving Franklin deep in its own territory.
Simple play design there, G. Outside receiver runs a go, and the slot receiver runs a quick out. He's open in space. Smith was able to make his defender miss, and then there's nobody there to make the tackle for the Warriors.
Franklin deep in its own territory. Ball 1st and 10 on the 8-yard line. In the Atlantic Care Health Scare System red zone. The ball handed off to Allegro, who's hit immediately. And the ball is loose and recovered by the Warriors. What an opportune play.
Much better job by the Warriors there, shutting that hole, putting their helmets on the football. You practice that every day.
That was Darius Mathis putting the helmet on the ball, jarring it loose.
Excellent job there by Mathis. Excellent hold there by the Warriors. That could be a game-changing play.
We did.
All right, quickly, the Franklin administration. Our athletic director is Ken Margolin, trainers Anthony Brito and Matt Elmeyer, site supervisor Paulette Kirkner. Dr. John Ravalli is our superintendent. John Todd and Dan Lothran are our assistant superintendents.
Tony Scott under center, pressure in the end zone, takes the ball, hands it off, push the line straight up the field, maybe for a gain of 2-3 hard-fought yards. Ball came out, picked up by Westfield, but the play is being blown dead.
Referees saying that the whistle blew before the ball came out. Fullback Brandon Myers needs to hold on to the football. That is absolutely critical for the Warriors down here so close to the end zone.
Great opportunity to get this ball out of, even if they can't gain much yardage, just to get the ball, flip field position, and regroup.
Just to finish up the Franklin administration, the Director of School Management is Orville Wilson, Director of Pupil Personnel, Dr. Brenda Sofield, Manager of Human Resources and Coordinator of Policies, Brian Bonanno, and Mary Clark, and Franklin High School's principal is Mrs. Cheryl Clark.
Scott now under center, two-back set. Ball handed off to number 14, Dalen Merrick's.
Good job of misdirection there by the Warriors. Get the line moving one way. Westfield's defense follows. Hand the ball back off the other way.
Small
nice
gain.
Job. Nice job creating a little bit of breathing room for the Warriors there.
It's 3rd down and 9. Pick up a 3, 3rd and 6 on that play. Gives maybe another small pickup here, even on 3rd down. Will give Conte the chance to punt from not on the back of the own end zone.
Really want to clear some room out with how close Westfield's been getting on those punt blocks.
You know, Franklin has taken a good job of taking the best throws and blows that Westfield can give it, but has not yielded up much of a big play. Scott goes back. He's got pressure. The ball is away. He's got a man. It is incomplete for number 44, intended for Jamil Holmes, covered by Westfield.
Interesting play call there, G. They came out in a heavy formation, 3 men lined up in a straight line in the backfield. Holmes is the only guy out on a route. Scott was throwing that ball no matter what.
So Conte will come in to punt, receiving for Westfield. Number 84, 84, Colin Freer. The ball is blocked into the end zone. Out of the back of the end zone for a safety. Number 57 for the Blue Devils, Jonas Dengler.
Dengler was one of 4 or 5 Blue Devils in the backfield on that punt block, G. You really want to see Franklin change up the blocking assignments because there are 3, 4, 5 rushers coming free every play.
Now you're flirting with danger if you're the Warriors. You keep the Blue Devils, this high-powered team, close in their own end zone, and you just can't escape too often.
Hopefully this is a chance for the Warriors to press the reset button, reverse some field position, get the Blue Devils back working on their own end. Franklin defense has played pretty well. They need to keep that up. They need to keep bottling up Allegro on those inside runs.
You know, when you look at a team like Franklin, who has been struggling in recent years, coming off the high confidence of the victory in Montgomery, how fragile do you think this team could be in terms of here we go again?
Well, I think that's the job of the coaching staff to show them what they're doing well right now. They're blocking well. They're playing good assignment football on defense. They just need to tackle. The Warriors need to tackle.
Asari Bompo parry for the free kick for the Warriors. Ball placed at the 20-yard line. He will not miss his cleats. A bright green. Two receivers for Westfield. The ball is kicked away. It's end over end, sidewinding kick. Ball takes a hop, picked up at the 25-yard line by Westfield. The ball handed up. He's got a man. He's got a corner, and he's down the far sideline. Still being tackled by number 4, Brandon Asare. Brings
Flag
him down.
Looks like it's going to be a hold on Westfield.
The ball will be coming back. Flag on the play. And there's a hold by Westfield. So we can wipe out that play. Ball will be coming back to the 40-yard line.
Now, despite that penalty, G, you really want to see Franklin's coverage team do a better job of staying in their lanes and coming down the field like an umbrella, covering every single part of the field and then squeezing it down towards the ball carrier. What you saw there was the outside man coming down too fast, creating a lane for the returner to get up into, and that's how Westfield made that return happen. Very fortunate that that flag came out.
So Shapiro resets the offense for the Blue Devils. Allegro single back. Shapiro from the gun. Takes a snap, pitch out to Allegro, strung out wide, immediately met by number 24, Juron Pitt for the Warriors.
Fantastic job by Pitt there. keeping the blocker on his inside shoulder, keeping his outside shoulder free, keeping contained and not letting Allegro get outside, which is where he wanted to go.
What is Pitt keying on in that play?
He's looking at guards more than likely. Pulling guards are an indication of where the play is going almost every time in high school football.
6-yard loss, 2nd and 16. The ball is snapped. Here inside draw. Immediate contact and again brought down by the Warriors. Number 35, Walter Aguiar Herrera.
And that's exactly what we're talking about. The Warriors making that first tackle, wrapping up Allegro, letting the rest of the team get there to finish him off. Great play by Herrera there.
This team has to feel that despite the success that Westfield has had, limited success, that they're making plays on defense, that they are stopping this vaunted running attack.
This is a 9-point game right now. The Warriors are certainly still in this.
3rd and 15, 7:14 to go. Shapiro in the gun, rolls out to his right, looking downfield. His pursuit, throws deep, but a flag as contact downfield with number 2, Claiborne Fields, runs into the receiver, number 87, Tommy Norris. Contact at the 35-yard line on 3rd and 15.
Sure looked like incidental contact to me, but they're going to get
the full 15.
They are.
That's brutal because certainly the play did not look like he was actually going to be caught. Defensive holding. It's 10 yards, but it's still going to be the automatic first down. It's not the automatic first down in high school football.
Warriors going to get a second chance here to make that 3rd down stop. It actually looked like they had that play stopped. That ball looked uncatchable. But unfortunately, the Warriors get flagged for holding. They're going to have to hold here.
So 3rd and 5 now as we come to the 45-yard line. Ball under center. Shapiro trying to draw the Warriors with a hard count. Flag down. Is this going to be on Franklin defense? Did he get him to jump on the hard count?
Looks like he did, G, and just got to be beside yourself if you're Coach P right now, telling your guys, watch the football. They're playing a great game on defense right now. It's just a couple of silly penalties and a couple of missed tackles that are really holding the Warriors back right now.
Well, these are coachable mistakes, but they're still costly when they're happening. So Westfield, by the benefit of 2 Franklin penalties, gets a first down, extricates themselves from 3rd and 17 jail to now first down, ball at midfield, 6:53 in the half, up 9-0. Shapiro hands the ball off to Allegro again, who's met immediately by 35. Walter Aguilar Herrera with the stop. Again, I have to say that Franklin is taking the ball to the Blue Devil offense here and not giving them much for all the vaunted yardage that they're capable of running off.
Well, the Blue Devils aren't doing anything creative on offense right now. They're basically lining up and telling Franklin that they are going to run the football right up the gut at them.
Matt Shapiro looks to pass, pulls the ball down. His met brought down by number 44, Jamil Holmes.
CG, that was the same play that Westfield ran before that got a big gain to Emmett Smith. They ran the fly on the outside, the out underneath it from the slot. That time the Warriors were ready for it. The coverage was there, and there's nowhere to go with that football.
So here it's going to be star running back Tim Allegro in the backfield for the Blue Devils. 3rd down once again, 3rd and 8. Despite all the first downs in the previous penalty, the Warriors can still get off the field here with a big stop. Shapiro under center. Ball snapped. He rolls to the right. Pitch to number 87 where he's met immediately for no gain. Big stop by the Warriors. And the inside shuttle pass to Tommy Norris goes nowhere for the Blue Devils.
Excellent job of wrapping up and tackling there by the Warriors. That's exactly what you want to see from them.
That's the same inside shovel pass that the Kansas City Chiefs have been running to Travis Kelce with much success from my fantasy football team in these last weeks.
Yes, it is, G, and the Warriors did an excellent job, like I said, wrapping up, gang tackling. You coach that all week, especially with big guys like this on Westfield.
Westfield receives the punt. The punt kick is away. Ball is end over end outside the sideline. Franklin will get the ball at its best starting field position on the 27-yard line. The 24-yard line.
Chance here for the Warriors to reverse field position like we've been talking about at the 24-yard line. Got to pick up a couple of first downs here if you're Franklin. Get some good feeling on offense, get some rhythm, and get some confidence back on your sideline.
Once again, coming to you live from the Tap Into broadcast booth, I'm Lou Guglielmo, and with me is the coach, Steve Vergone. As always, manning the camera and providing producing our commentary, our good friend, Howard Gaber. Scott with the ball, hands off to number 14, Dalen Merricks, for a small gain. Game of 2, 1 yard, brought to the 30-yard line. No gain, 2nd and 10.
Love to see some misdirection, some counter, some option here from the Warriors. Westfield's defense playing very fast, pursuing to the football. You'd love to see the Warriors try to take advantage of that.
You'd love to see Franklin score here, but I think if you could just put together a couple of offensive possessions to give them some confidence would be just as wonderful.
That is the key right here for this drive. Get a first down, get some confidence for your quarterback, get your defense some rest.
Tony Scott, the ball, floats the ball to number 2, Clayton Fields, who is able to break down, pickup of 6.
Nice job on that jailbreak screen.
Tackled by number 34, Will Kessler.
Scott floating that ball over a defender into Fields' hands. Good job. Short 3rd down now for the Warriors.
What do you think Coach Piskowski is going to go with here on this short down? Is he going to go for power, or is he going to try to roll Tony out and see if he can make a play downfield?
Well, you know, G, the power football for the Warriors hasn't been working yet. I'd love to see them get something going off tackle. Lined up in the I formation right now. Everybody coming for Westfield. Brandon Myers pushing forward, keeping the legs moving.
Looks like minimal gain. It's going to probably be 4th down and 1.
It's real close on this spot. All going to depend on the spot.
The spot is right on the line to gain. They're going to have to bring the chains out, have an official. No, they gave him the first down.
Great job there by Brandon Myers, keeping his legs moving, keeping the pile moving. Excellent job by the big fullback right there.
Well, that answered our question whether they're going to go power or not. At some point, do you consider bringing Tony Scott under center like he was against Montgomery?
Well, I mean, they have done a little bit of that, Jay. My guess is that they know that Westfield's D-line and linebackers are the strength of this team, and they're trying to spread them out a little bit.
Scott stays in the shotgun. Merricks is the single back, a timeout on the field. Taken by Coach Piskowski. And we go to commercial. And we're back here to Tap Into broadcast booth here at Franklin Field.
Quickly, we'd like to introduce Westfield's administration to you. Principal Dr. Derek Nelson, Assistant Principal James DiSarno, Assistant Principal Mabel Hune, Assistant Principal Margaret McFadden.
Scott fading back. Look downfield, has a man open on the right sideline, caught at the 50, but it's Tyke Reinberry. Big offensive hit there for the Warriors.
Great job there of Scott recognizing the zone coverage, seeing the defender with his back to him, throwing it right past his head into Reinberry's hands on the comeback there. Excellent job, excellent read by Scott, great catch by Reinberry. Just to finish up those administrators, the supervisor of athletics, Sandra Mamory, administrative assistant Aaron Moan, trainer Steve Barandica, trainer Nicole Castellano.
Now Scott is under center. He drops back, pressuring in, throwing deep downfield.
Got him in.
He's got him for the score. Franklin on the board. Deep ball completion. Impressive.
What a throw by Tony Scott there. Only one man in the route. Tyke Reinberry runs straight past two defenders. Scott lays it out there for him. Drops it in the bucket to Reinberry. Great throw, great catch. Warriors are right back in it right now.
That has to lift this entire football team. On for the extra point. The kick is up. It is good. That extra point is good, and so is your vote for Robert Quinn for Assembly, the voice of the silent majority. And that touchdown was priceless, just like Venus Jewelers. Find out why they are New Jersey's #1 bridal source. So we just asked the question, Coach, would you bring Tony Scott under center? And within one play, Tony from under center on the 4-step drop, 5-step drop, hits Tyke Reinberry with the deep out.
Taking advantage there of Westfield's defenders, peeking into the backfield. Franklin's been hammering it up inside. Scott goes play action 2 plays in a row.
Look at Coach Peskowski firing up his Warriors. 9-7, 2:04 to play. You know, you've taken Westfield's best shots, and if it wasn't for the safety when you were deep in your own end zone, this is a tie ball game. You've got to be fired up if you're a Warrior and a Warrior fan at this moment.
I can't tell you what that kind of play does for your whole team. The stadium here, you can feel the energy, everything back on the Warrior side right now. Great throw, great catch. Warriors back in this game.
How important is a quick stop here for Westfield to not let them do anything with little time on the clock?
I think it's even more important because the Blue Devils are going to get the ball back after the half.
Kick is away. The ball is received by the up man. Number 4 is taken down hard by number 14, Dalen Merricks.
Great job by Merricks. That's his second big hit on a return man for Westfield. That time did it legally, lined him up, kept his contain, lit the ball carrier up. Excellent job by Merricks there.
You know, with Westfield electing to defer to the second half, this is a vital series. Not wanting to get the score on one side and then the score on the other.
Key here, tackle. They are going to hand the ball off to Allegro. They are going to run it right up the gut the way they have been. Got to make the tackles.
Shapiro fakes the handoff, throws to the outside. Contained at the line, met immediately by number 9, Tayo Badru.
Badru and Fields out there on the left side of Franklin's defense did a great job getting
Westfield
off their
going to the hurry up. Clock running, 2nd and 10. Ball on the 29. Shapiro D. Pressure coming. Looking downfield. He's being chased to the outside and is brought down by number 29, Josh McDonald.
What a job by the
Timeout
Warriors there.
By the Blue Devils. And let us go to a word. Oh, we're going to stay live here on the field. Steve, at this point, 1:27 left. Do you hope that you can go 3 and out and get the ball back? Or you just, if you're Franklin, if you get the ball back, do you try to push for the score, or do you try to just not make the mistake?
So I think the Warriors are probably going to play it safe. I'm very surprised by the play calling here by Westfield. I think up 9-7 with a running back like Allegro, they would have handed it off a couple of times, see if he could break a tackle and make a play. Warriors here need to focus on getting the stop, making a tackle. I'd expect to see something like a screen pass here, something safe, getting ball carriers in space.
And we'd like to welcome all of our 30 viewers who are watching live on Facebook and Brought to you by Tap Into. Thank you for your support as we are able to bring you this live coverage of your Franklin High School Warrior football team. These kids are alive and kicking against number 19 Westfield. There's a new era in Franklin.
Feeling the energy in the stadium right now.
Third down, 16, minute 27 on the clock. And a flag. Looks like this would be offsides this time on Westfield. False start. Little nerves getting to the Blue Devils at this point, Steve?
Might be, G. It looked like they were trying to motion the slot receiver across the formation, maybe for a jet sweep, maybe to get him out on the edge and throw an out route to him. Moving a little bit early right there.
At this point, do you risk throwing the ball, or do you just try to hand the conservative handoff and do no damage?
I would play the conservative route given where they are, but it looks like Westfield is confident in their quarterback and confident in their offense.
Number 6 in motion.
Jet sweep.
Takes the handoff. Contained. Met at the line by
Great
Franklin.
job by the Warriors there.
Does Pichkowski call a quick timeout? Brought down again by number 2, Claiborne Fields. Fields has been all over this field tonight.
He sure has. Excellent job there making that tackle. It's exactly what we talked about. The Warriors need to wrap up, make tackles, and they can play with Westfield.
Pichkowski not electing to call timeout. Lets the clock run down to under a minute. The ball snap hits the turf. Kick is away. It's a big kick. Received. Let's go. Ball away down the field. Westfield will down the ball. Let some time run off the clock. Ball will be received at the 42-yard line. The Westfield 42.
Thing to remember here, G, is that this is a high school football game, and that field goals, especially long field goals, aren't always part of the game plan.
You know, I'd like to, again, remind all our viewers that tonight's game being brought to you by Tap Into, as well as our other proud sponsors of Venus Jewelers, Robert Quinn for Assembly, the Atlantic Healthcare System, the Sisters Network of Central Jersey, Carletta C. Beckworth, CPA, and the Learning Experience of Monmouth Junction. Once again, I'm Lou Guglielmo coming to you from the Tap Into broadcast booth. With me, as always, the coach, Steve Vergone.
Wouldn't be surprised to see a screen here from the Warriors, something safe.
43 seconds on the clock. Scott rolls back, pressured, looks over the middle. He's got a man! Intercepted and dropped by number 4, Jacob Dayan.
Pass was intended for Teo Badru right there. Scott not really looking at really what the defense was giving to him in the center of the field, and Badru never got his head around to even look for the football.
Is this where you say, you know, you pick your poison with Tony Scott? He is a playmaker, and he will try to make plays, sometimes a little too aggressively.
You know, you want your quarterback to have that confidence and have that gunslinger mentality, but you also want him to be careful with the football.
And once again, second down now from the 43-yard line. Scott receives the handoff, runs inside. He's got a chance to run on the keeper to the 45-yard line. Brought down. The clock is continuing to run.
And you know, G, even though that play didn't work right now, it's something that's going to keep Westfield's defense honest in the second half, so they can't have 11 players running to the football every time he hands it off.
And nobody's calling timeout. The clock's continuing to run. Looks like Pichkowski finally calls a timeout with 7 seconds left. This will probably be the last play of the half, pending a defensive penalty. What do you say if you're Coach P, the way this momentum has turned?
Got to imagine he's going to take a shot downfield. Scott certainly has the arm to do it.
There is a official's timeout on the field for some smoke to clear from the concession stand, the snack bar. Speaking of snack bar, we're breaking ground on our brand new concession stand here at Warrior Field. So we're all proud of that and soon wait to see that addition, as you know, this school has transformed itself from the 10 years ago when it was first opened up to what it is now. It's a magnificent facility, bringing you the game under the lights. Friday Night Lights here, the production of HSG Productions. Okay, the smoke has cleared. Clock is running, and that will end the half with your Franklin Warriors trailing Westfield 9-7. It has to be encouraging for the Warriors to know that you are going toe-to-toe with one of the state's best programs, and you are equal to the task.
You know, not only are they playing them close, but they're a few plays away right now from really being in charge of this game. A little bit better blocking, a little bit better tackling, and the Warriors are looking at a 7-0 lead rather than being down 9-7. Excellent half, but there's some coaching points the coach